Let's talk about some blues law. Let's talk about playing with fire. And let's talk about Jericho Guitars. If you're not familiar with Jericho Guitars, I know, Matt, you're not. But in my Facebook feed, I've seen a number of Jericho ads, maybe because they think I like guitars for some reason. And an ad caught my eye. It'll be on the screen shortly. Click. And this may look familiar to the untrained eye, even. It's Jericho's version of the Explorer that they're coming out with in 2023. It's screaming for a lawsuit, and I don't know what they're doing other than really just begging to get sued. Matt, what are they doing?
The they're wishing they were big enough to get sued. I mean, I, they. I saw that you sent it to me. It's a pretty guitar, but it's pretty guitar because it looks indistinguishable from a Gibson Explorer
The
with
headstock is the same.
yeah.
The body's identical. There's a little better the belly cut on the back, which no one sees. There's a nice carve out for your hand to get under there. But I mean, my God, like it's
Well, the only thing that really makes it indistinguishable is that it says Jericho on the headstock, real small instead of
mm-hmm.
Gibson. Um, I mean, other than that, the pickups seem more Duncans instead of
Mm-hmm.
Gibsons, and
Yeah.
it doesn't have dots on, you know, on the fretboard. I mean, other than that, it is that it doesn't even pass the German law test, and for
What's the
that, I
German law
mean,
test?
Germany, what they basically do is they take the same tack that that the courts took in PRS, which is
Mm-hmm.
a reasonable buyer is going to look at the headstock or look at it and will almost certainly know this is not a Gibson. But
Right.
this thing, I mean, it's seriously, it looks like it was designed to cause consumer confusion. It
Yeah,
really
well,
does.
so this one's a neck through, which is kind of like the Firebird construction. It's got
Mm-hmm.
the fretboard's ebony, which is nice. Body's walnut. I haven't, I haven't seen a lot of walnut guitars, but I'm sure it's gorgeous. I mean, the thing looks gorgeous. There's no inlay, which I actually like better.
Oh,
One
I
thing
mean, I'm not
one
saying
thing
it
that
doesn't
Jerry
look good.
and the
It looks
price is
nice.
right. The price is fantastic. The only thing that to me again, I don't know a lot about the company other than they heavily promote the Evertune system that they preload into most of their guitars. So I would actually like this as an Evertune Explorer, and I think that would be something that would be really interesting to get. And yeah, I mean, they're taking pre-orders for 2023 now. So Matt, big question:
Yeah.
would Gibson be better off suing them now to never ever create these guitars and refund their customers their deposits? Or would they be better off waiting to see if they make any sales, to see if it's a profitable endeavor to sue them? Or just, you know what, we're not even going to let them get off the ground with this because they've been burned in the past where they kind of wait? Because in the end, it's like, I think you previously referenced in
Yeah.
two or three videos, them
Latches.
waiting
Yeah.
has been a defense. And if this thing is showing up in my Facebook feed, it's showing up in every guitar player's Facebook feed. It's showing up in Gibson's corporate office. And if they know about it and then they wait 2 years for this to make any sales and be popular, aren't they just setting themselves up for another opportunity to at least have this linger in court?
I mean, at the very least, if there hasn't been a cease and desist letter, there needs to be one, just ASAP.
Just lob it over the
That
net.
just at least to save, to protect their interests. I mean, if they just wanted to keep it off the market, I'd say sue. But for this, I mean, they could have fun and say, you know what? Well, we sent our cease and desist. Let them try to sell it, and
Mm-hmm.
then sort of sue once they've gotten any bit of traction, just to get somewhat the bad press. But
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like Gibson's litigious strategy, but
Right.
I mean, I'm looking at these speed knobs, and these look. I would not be shocked if it's actually using Gibson speed knobs.
Yeah. It's
I
I,
would
I,
not be shocked if those were Gibson speed knobs.
and if you look at the rest of their guitar catalog again, which is nice, and the prices are all kind of reasonable, they take a lot. Honestly, Steel. They take a lot from cues from Fender. So there's the Telly styles, there's the Jazz Master style. They call it the Soul Master, by the way. Um, it's just like they're just begging. They're letting you know exactly what they're copying, and they're just begging to have someone do something about it. But I don't know. I really wouldn't mind getting a dark Soul Master baritone for the collection. It seems like it's really nice. Just saying, with the
You know,
Evertune bridge, holy cow! Yes, I'll take one.
you
Jericho, if
know,
you're
I'm.
listening, please send me one so I can show the world that it's not a Gibson or Fender knockoff. It's its own thing.
I mean, that's a nice burst on that cover page. It really is.
Yeah. No,
And I
and,
like
and
that
they've
finish.
and there's a
It's got
really
a little bit
nice
of a
looking. Yeah.
flame on there.